Hey, welcome back to Chunk-A-Dor. I just wanted to take a second to talk to you before we got into this episode to tell you that it's a bit messy because I made a very silly mistake in episode 1. And you might have spotted it if you are more familiar with how the chunk picker works than I am. I'll get to that when it becomes relevant, but I just wanted to say don't worry, I'm going to become aware of that mistake sooner rather than later. Where we are at right now might give you a little hint as to what chunks and goals we unlock in this episode, but you won't get any more spoilers than that. With all that being said, let's pick up where we left off last time and see what chunk we rolled. Apologies for any clicks you might hear, I do get a new headset halfway through the episode. Run the intro.
This is Chunk-A-Dor, my Falador-locked one-chunk Iron Man account. His mission? To complete chunk tasks and make his way across Gillinor, one tile at a time. And it's the Crafting Guild, so our new chunk tasks, nice and easy. Churn a pot of cream and cut a sapphire, so it's 21 cooking and 20 crafting, so we're not a million miles away on either of those. So let's go ahead and get them ticked off right now. So here we are at the edge of our new chunk. Let's get it unlocked. Beautiful. So here we are in our new chunk, and let's have a look, see what we can do. So I think this is going to be interesting. We cannot enter here without being level 40 or above. So this is not actually anything to do with us. I think the only thing that really matters to us here is these cows, which are going to be a better source of food than the chickens at the very least. And we can get to that snape grass around there, but it's not really that interesting. We could kill hobgoblins. I think they've got some interesting things on their loot table. Not sure exactly what it wants us to do as our level 1 crafting method though. It looks like we can shear sheep and use the wool on a spinning wheel. Okay, and obviously we can now head to the Dark Wizard's castle thing. Tower, whatever it's called. This shouldn't attack me, I don't believe. Oh, and they do attack me, lovely. Okay, I think I need to get out of here. I did not bring any food. Oh dear. There we go. So they've weakened me quite a bit. A couple of defense levels, but you know, nothing we can't walk off. Yeah, okay. I think I am just going to get on with this. Gonna go kill some cows, I guess, to get our cooking up. I'm going to train on a strength XP style. Try and round these out at a nice even 30. Probably, yeah, I'll just sit and bury the bones as well because, I mean, why not? Our main crafting methods are going to be at level 1. We can make balls of wool using the sheep over there, and then at level 10 we can turn this raw beef into sinew to make crossbow strings, I think it is, at the spinning wheel, and that's going to get us going from 10 to 20, at which point we can cut a sapphire, which I think we do have a few of in the bank. Getting a chisel is going to be interesting, because I'm not sure how we'd go about that just yet. Shows how much I know about this game, because I've just checked the chunk picker and apparently they sell them in general stores, and I don't think I've ever, probably in my entire life playing RuneScape, bought one from a general store. So you learn something new every single day, don't you? So we've got our first full inventory of cowhide and beef, and I think let's just get one out of the way at a time this chunk. I'm not going to bank them all up like I did last time. So we're just going to work on the cooking skill for now and get as much of this beef cooked up. I'm questioning myself as to whether or not I actually want the cowhide for now, because if we need them in the future, obviously cows are really easy to kill. and it will save up a lot more inventory before I have to go back to the bank to deposit all these beef, because believe me, I will be keeping all these beef. I think for now I'm going to drop them, because otherwise that makes trips really short before I have to run all the way back there. Obviously right now I'm 1 agility, so it takes a long time for this to replenish. So I think the longer I can stay in one spot killing cows for, the better really, because that'll mean that I can run all the way to the bank and back without having to run out. And there is 17 strength and a massive 32 combat level. So we've got our first full inventory of beef now, and we're going to head over to the range, try and see if I can snipe it through the trees, but there it is. Relies on this door being open, which it's not. I'm going to cook all of these that I can, head back into Valador to bank, and then I think I'm going to call it for tonight.
And with that cooking level that's about to come in, there we go. We are now ready to complete our chunk task. So I think we're going to finish up these ones and go grab some milk. And there's the milk. And all we have to do now is churn this into a pot of cream, and we can say officially, after a long while of waiting, that our chunk task is completed! So I think it's time we start on the crafting grind, and we start shearing these sheep so we can make the wool, and then we can start getting those beef turned into sinew eventually once we hit level 10, and begin making the bowstrings. So here we are, spinning the very first wool on the account, and that's going to come in very slowly. It only gives like 2.5 XP per wool. But there's a level 2 crafting, which took best part of an inventory, possibly even 2. I can't remember now, to be honest. I'm recording this in post, but we're just going to be dropping all that wool. Level 3 crafting, level 4 crafting, level 5 crafting, level 6 crafting. Trust me, this looks quicker than it was. There's level 7. And we got a prison peat random as well, so of course we did that. We got 4 uncut rubies for our pleasure, so I dropped coins that I had on me, and we took the rubies because they might be useful in the future if we do get another crafting grind. They're quite a decent bit of experience. Then we got level 8 crafting, level 9 crafting, and then we got a maze random. Now I know that a lot of other chunk accounts like to spend as much time as they can in the maze, looting the chest like every 60 seconds or whatever it is, world hopping the entire time. I did collect any chests that were in my path, but the amount of time I have to record a day, I just don't have time to go hopping like that. So for our troubles, this is the loot we got. You know, it's not too sad. The air runes are nice. But yeah, here comes level 10 crafting. Now, when I say this took ages, I mean this took ages. This took a couple of hours. But I went to the bank, dropped off all the stuff I had on me, and picked up the sinew we already had. And you can see that gets us miles more experience per level. So started cooking up some more sinew from beef. And that didn't take too long at all. We got a full inventory in, I think, -4 pieces of cooked food that burnt. Turned that into bowstrings, and the first trip there got us not 1, but I think 2 levels, which was quite nice to see. Yeah, we got 11 crafting, and then 12 crafting within the same inventory, which was a nice relief compared to doing the balls of wool. There's 13, and then we got a sergeant random event, which gave us our next collection log. And we got the camo helmet for doing this one. We got 14 crafting on the PC, then I went to make dinner, and got 15 and 16 on mobile, so you see 17 and then 18 coming in. And this is just a little update of what my stats were like at the time. I had 30 strength, so I balanced them all out nicely. And you know the cooking level was getting up there as well. A little update on the prayer levels, there's 22 coming in. And after getting 19 crafting, I'll pass the mic back to Live Me for the final update.
So it's taken a couple of hours, but here we are, finally ready to get our last level in crafting. It's going to get us up to 20 crafting, which lets us cut a sapphire, and I believe we have got one in the bank. So we're going to quickly run over there and grab that, and grab a chisel from the general store. So let's grab a chisel. He wants an entire coin for it, the robbing bastard. Let's head back to the bank. We'll grab one of our uncut sapphires out of there. There we go, let's take that out. And there's our chunk task complete. We have finished this chunk. Got our pot of cream there and our cut sapphire. I think we're ready to move on. Let's get back to the chunk picker. Here we are, let's tick off these tasks nice and easy. And we can now roll heavily because we can walk up here. And I think that's the only other new addition. So let's there we go. Let's just get on with picking a chunk. What's gonna be? We are gonna get, and there it is, South Tavaly. So that gives us access to the Tavaly dungeon and a tree farming spot. So let's see what our tasks are here.
So remember at the beginning of this episode, I mentioned a mistake I made. Well, here it is. Back when I rolled the West Falador chunk, I accidentally marked the left side of this chunk as being not accessible, not realising that it wouldn't automatically update if I did roll a way to get in there. So I spent about 6 hours doing tasks that weren't coming from Tavaly, and that's what you're seeing now. I got a few combat levels trying to kill White Knights with Mind Runes to cast Airstrike. But at this point I've been watching Crap of the Case Valamor series while playing, and he said something that resonated with me. Casting a spell is a bit of a rubbish chunk task. It's not very fun and it doesn't make very good content. And you know, he said that he views spells as being located on the player, not within the chunk. So with that in mind, I've had a bit of a change up of our rules. So now we have to get our best in slot skilling equipment, which in this case is just our bronze axe that we've already got, and we need to get a bronze pickaxe as well. That brings me on to the skill unlocks for this chunk. We now have access to mining, and with the short bow spawn in Tavaly, we also have access to range, meaning we can now train every single attack style. I've also turned on skill boost consideration, so we can use the +1 boost from a Dwarven Stout to complete both our mining and smithing goals. But without access to an anvil to process the bars, we are definitely going to hit a much higher mining level. Let's get back into the live clips and start working on some of these new goals. So this episode has been all over the place, and it does effectively make what I've been doing for the last day or so pretty pointless. But we have got some nice combat levels out of it, so we're not going to call it a complete waste. But let us go over to Tavaly, because you never know. There could actually be, in fact, let's take up a task right now. I remember seeing bronze arrows were our best in slot range ammo. There we go, let's tick that one off. And let's head into Tavaly, because I feel like there could be some interesting things there that aren't necessarily shown as chunk tasks, but could definitely help us along the way. I'm hoping we get some sort of better food that either appears naturally in the as an item spawn, or we can buy it from somebody, or we can get it as a drop. I genuinely don't know, but this is really exciting because I thought something was a bit amiss when all we got was a magic level task. But this is really really quite exciting now. So I think this mining patch might be where we're going to be trading. We've got decent access to tin and copper. And obviously we've got a furnace, probably, it's fairly close to the bank in Chunk-A-Dor itself. Got swamp toads, can I pick those up? Yeah, we can. Ooh, okay. Have to find out how much those heal. Check the wiki in a minute. We have access to wheat. Don't think we can mill it though. Got a cup of tea. Is that an attack boost? It's been so long since I've played like a low level account, and even longer since I've played an iron. We get 2 attack boosts out of that, and apparently some hit points. Yeah, we've got druids. I imagine they probably drop some runes or something, maybe some herbs. Let's get these roofs off because it's going to be really annoying. It was okay when we were doing woodcutting. It was a nice scenery in the background, but this is not ideal. Drawers are empty. Bunch more druids. They are pretty much everywhere. Oh, we've got flax. We can trade fletching. We can spin bowstrings. Hell yeah. Got another cup of tea spawn. Actually, what I'm going to do is I am going to take off my armor. Get into a scrap with this druid. And hopefully he can actually hurt me. Because what I want is to lose some health. See how much those teas heal. Okay, so they only heal 3. That's not sad at all, to be honest. Given that they are miles better than the chicken spawn. There's multiple in the same place. I don't have to keep swapping worlds all the time. Now let's go and check out this guy. He sells swords. He sells an adamant. Oh, he only sells 2 hands? I mean, I guess the adamant 2-hand could be good for flinching. What does Silas have to say? Oh, that's the Grim Tales. That's one of the few quests I haven't actually done on my main. So that's probably why I didn't recognise him. I'm sure this is the Wild Gothic Sleeps place. If we get any... Oh, we can get dragon stones. That's so good. Yeah, that's the guy for Wild Gothic Sleeps. It's going to be a long time before we can get that quest done. That would be really cool one day. Oh, and did I see that correctly? Let's head over into this building over here. Because I think I just saw a level 1 ranged weapon in the short bow that I think was in that tower over there, and here has completely eaten up all of my run energy. So we're going to be walking around Tavali for a hot minute. Oh, it did as well. There's a short bow. Ranged is officially unlocked. Let's go. Holy shit. This chunk is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing quite a lot of killing guards and killing cows in Chunk-A-Dor, but I think you're not gonna see most of that because this is the real meat and potatoes of this episode, is getting access to this chunk. What can Tegged do for us? So we've got a tree patch over there, but it's going to be a minute before we've got the tree level or any seeds for it. Nice conversation about laundry with this fella. But I think what's going to be really interesting to us is going to be down here in Tavali Dungeon. And obviously we've got an agility shortcut that we can't do. More agility shortcuts that we can't do. That is for Druidic Ritual, I believe. I'm a little bit worried that everything in here is going to want to attack me. Chaos Druids there. That could be a good source of herbs when we eventually get Herb Law. I'm not 100% sure what everything drops, to be honest. We've got demons. What's in here? We've got Black Knights. They probably drop some sort of armor. Magic axes, I think they drop battle axes. Oh, we've got a couple of bone spawns if you want to wear away the timer and get ourselves some prayer levels. Poison scorpions. You know what, right, we'll just run through. Oh! The insane look. There's some chaos dwarves. And we've been poisoned, lovely. As long as we can get out of here with our 3 cups of tea and our toad's legs. And then there's the Black Knight Fortress, but I don't want to go in there because I'm going to get slapped silly. Oh no, I've run out of run energy as well. Oh, this could be a death. No, okay. I think we're alright, as long as we can get back past the scorpions without dying. Can I don't know if I can cook those. They might give us a few more hit points if we can. Yeah, let's just turn on our run to get past these. Oh dear. Obviously we've got blue dragons and I think maybe some black dragons further around, but I could be wrong. It's been a hot minute since I've been down here. Yeah, we're going to grab some more food and we're going to come back down here and start working on our combat because we've got so many options now, to be honest. It's pretty nuts. This chunk, I don't think we'll be leaving it for a while, if I'm being really honest. But that's not bad. I like a good grind, and we've got plenty of different things we can do to mix it up a little bit. And we can also climb up these steps here. That will take us over to black dragons, hellhounds, poison spiders, more black dragons. Right, let's just get out of here and grab some food because I'm gonna die. So I think this is going to be the inventory we bring down here. To train our combat with. Got 2 cup of teas just to give us that little attack boost as and when we drink them. But it's pretty much just going to be toad's legs because they're slightly quicker to collect. Not by a great amount, but it's gonna help a little bit. Just speeding up the collection of food. But yeah, we're going to be here for a hot minute because we need a decent amount of defense. More importantly, strength to go kill those chaos dwarves over there. As soon as we get the pickaxe drop, we can make some better armor, so it's going to speed things up quite a bit. And there's 34 defense coming in, so we're going to swap back over to strength because I just wanted to finish that level, so I didn't see the bar sat there like mostly full. And I guess we'll just keep going for a bit, maybe to like 40. Then we'll go and give it a try. I've got a couple of strange fruits I think in the bank from randoms. Might just be the one, but we can at least use that to get past the poison scorpions or whatever it is that's over there. And that'll give us at least a chance of getting that pickaxe first try. It's only like a 1 in 9, so as long as I can kill them reasonably fast without using all my food. And we just finished that kill and got a Miles random. Give us a spinach roll, which is garbage, and it's all I ever seem to get from him. But that wasn't quite the reason for recording this clip, that just happened to happen at the same time. I think what we're going to do actually is, instead of killing these skeletons, we're going to run around here and we are going to go and try and take on the Chaos Druids because they do have a 1 in 64 Mind Rune drop and they're only level 13, so they should be pretty easy to kind of slaughter. They're going to hold me in place very temporarily, but it's not really the end of the world. And we do get herb drops, so you know, they're not really useful right now. But one day, when we eventually unlock herb law, that's going to be a good way to passively train that skill. Is just come down here and slaughter these guys again. Missed the level up screen, but there's 34 strength, bringing our combat level up to a nice round 40. And I wasn't even slightly paying attention, but there's 35 strength. It's oh well, nice. It actually lined up with a kill for once. There's 34 hit points. Oh, there we go. Another big level coming in. Trust me, that is a big level because that takes our max hit up to 7 on the Chaos Druids here, rather than 6. There it is, big 7. So that's going to reduce our time to kill quite a lot. I tell you what, I'm quite amazed that we've unlocked mining without rolling this chunk. But it's so tantalising. Every time I come to bank, there's a pickaxe sat right there. But I can't take it. It's not mine. Oh, it'd be so much easier if I could just go and grab that. But then that would mean a much, much higher mining grind. And I think 30 is a nice place to start. No doubt in the future we'll unlock a higher requirement for something. Yeah, but right now this is nice and chill. You know, it's not too mad. So we're back at the bank, and we do actually have 2 strange fruits. So I'm only gonna take the one for now. And I think these heal the same, so we might as well just fill up on steaks. But let's head our way back down to Taberley Dungeon, and I'm gonna try and get through to those dwarfs. So I'm actually going to drop a few of these toad's legs and probably just world hop to get some cups of tea, because that attack boost could be quite useful. And I'd rather have it and not need it than not have it and need it, because I mean it still heals the same amount as a regular, I guess the rest of my food anyway. So it's really no worse off for me. I literally only get benefits from it. But we'll grab those, and with that we'll head down into the dungeon. And I might just sort of sit here by the ladder and let my run energy respawn, because being able to run through there, you know, it will be fine. Let's just get down there. We'll run past the skeletons, because if I can go down there with as close to max HP as possible, that would be really nice. And these skeletons are useless, they don't drop anything good. Okay, I think this is the point where I should wait for my energy to replenish. It's gonna take 5 minutes apparently. Love that for me. So I guess I'm gonna go do a bit of skilling on my main while I wait for that to replenish, because at this point the Black Knights will wander up to this point, and they can hit me pretty badly. I'm alright if I can just take one hit and run through, but I don't fancy taking multiple from it and kind of ending my chances of killing those dwarfs any more than they're probably already going to be pretty low. Let's see if we can get through here without being poisoned. Can we? Oh my god. Right, okay. That run was incredible. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's because my combat level has gone up so much that they won't attack me anymore. Yeah, they literally just ignore me now. So the Chaos Dwarfs are going to be the real test, because they are aggressive to me. So let's see how we get on for now. I think it's like a 1 in 9 drop here, so it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. And here comes a collection log on the account. I wasn't expecting this, but I'll touch the frog. Oh, and wow, he's become a prince, and we've got a frog token. That's another collection log. How many are we at now? 5 of 1,608. Doesn't sound that impressive when you realise how many there is to get. So I've been a bit of a wally. I've just been looking at the chunk picker, and I was thinking, you know, surely we can't be going this unlucky on this many drop tables, and we're not, because the Chaos Dwarf does not have a pickaxe on its drop table, as I'm sure you probably realised if you've been paying attention so far. That's not the right dwarf. Apparently not all dwarfs are created equal, and the dwarfs we actually need to kill are locked up in the Black Knight's base. The worrying thing is going to be trying to get past these hill giants, but I think we should be okay. As long as we just pop a bit of run on. There we go. And apparently we need to get in here, into there, and there's a jailer over here that we kill to get access to the jail cells. And that's where we're going to find our dwarfs. Really hoping that I don't have to telegrab the pickaxe, because if I do, that's going to put a rather large halt on getting any mining done whatsoever. And this place is crawling with black knights, so we'll be really careful. We should be able to take out the jailer. We just stand over here. And there we go, down he goes. We'll take the jail key. And we'll bury the bones, because we always do. Do we have to use the jail key on the door? Oh, we do. Okay. Fantastic. Right, let's get us a pickaxe. Hey, there it is, the bronze pickaxe. That is a chunk task completed. We have obtained our best in slot mining tool, and we are going to head back upstairs. I am going to quickly go through and talk to this other chap first. There we go. We've got the dusty key. It won't come in useful for a while, but it saves us having to come back here for it when we do need it. And let's get out of here. So here we are, we're out at our only mining patch, and I'm just going to grab equal parts copper and tin. I'm going to finally start seeing some extra levels coming in. I think it's going to be a bit slow at first, but we're going to grab a full inventory and then head back and start smelting this. I've took off all the gear that we had on just for weight reduction, because then we stand a chance of actually being able to run there and back. We probably should have a full. I can't see us filling the inventory in 3 minutes, but there's level 2 mining. This is going to start flying in. No level up, but we're really not far away from it. So let's head back into Falador. And I think I just want to find out how much XP a bronze bar gives, because I genuinely don't know. It's been that long. I realised why we don't have to actually smith anything using the bars, and that's because we don't have access to an anvil yet. So that means the only smithing XP I can get is from directly making bars. It'll take a little bit longer than anticipated, but it shouldn't be too bad once we start getting like iron bars and stuff. Obviously we will only be able to make 50% of those, so essentially half my inventory is wasted, but I think it's probably still going to be better. I don't know, we'll do a bit of testing. Do an inventory of iron, see how long that takes, an inventory of like bronze, see how long that takes. We're getting the same amount of bars out of it either way, but then when we do unlock an anvil, it's better XP from the bars themselves, so it's not yeah, we'll see what the trade-off's like if I do a bit of chunk math. Chunk maths. Oh, I'm British, why did I say math? Ugh. God, that felt disgusting on my tongue. So here's the first smithing XP coming in. And here it is, 2 smithing. Hell yeah. Can I make bronze maces? Don't think so. Right, just drop those in the bank. We're going to make a mining and smithing tab down here. Can actually make one more while we're here. Just from the drops we got from killing various things. That still doesn't get us anywhere near our next smithing level. So I was just thinking about that tome that we just got from, well, the Book of Knowledge, sorry, from the Imp dunce, and I was thinking we're probably better off. I was kind of saving all of my my bronze materials until I thought I could get up to iron, but we're probably better off smelting what we can now and coming back for it while we're not due another random for at least an hour. So I don't need to have the Cadentine in the inventory. And then hopefully by the time we get the next random, obviously it probably won't be a dunce random, but if we do get another Book of Knowledge, that would be quite nice. So we're probably better off doing this and using it on smithing straight away. We can get as many lamps as we want, but smithing, Book of Knowledges are limited to 1, per sort of player, and you can't drop them either, you just destroy them if you don't want them. So I think we're going to burn through the ores that we've currently got. And then we'll use that on smithing, see what that gets us up to. Because it should give a decent amount of XP compared to a lamp. I think it's 150 times 10 XP. Sorry, 150% of your level times 10 XP. So I guess 15 XP per level. I should have thought about it that way, but that's gonna, that's gonna give us a decent amount of smithing XP, hopefully. So let's just quickly burn through these, and then we'll use it, and I'll let you know what we get to. So that's all the bars burned through, and we've got 6 smithing off the back of that. An ordinary lamp would give me 60 XP, put me 1 away from 7, but this Book of Knowledge, if we use it, gives us 90 instead, which puts us firmly into level 7. Having bronze full helms, which is actually an upgrade. So, we really need to get on with finding an anvil, I think. We're going to take the, where is it? There it is, grimy Cadentine back out of the bank. Let's lock that in its spot, and I think that is as good a place as any to end this episode. So I know for a fact that this video is going to be an absolute mess to edit, because obviously we kind of cocked up and didn't realise we had extra chunk tasks. So I've had a look at my raw footage, and a lot of that needs to be condensed down. So I'm going to crack on with editing this episode, and in the background I'm going to do some more mining. Definitely don't think we'll need to boost for that 30 mining goal at this rate, because we are already up to 17, and we're only 7 smithing, thanks to that book. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, and if you are new here, which YouTube is telling me that a lot of the viewers I'm getting on this series are actually new viewers that have never watched anything on the channel before, but it's been absolutely lovely having you, and I will see you in the next episode.